By this time tomorrow night, unless it's a coalition-building cliffhanger, the UK will have a new Prime Minister in Jeremy Corbyn, or Theresa May will have been returned to power. The latter is more likely, despite the polls suggesting the gap between the Tories and Labour has been closing. Corbyn is widely thought to have had the better campaign, but May was so far in front he needed to. She's been cautious to the point of not appearing in TV debates. He's fought like a man who first had to overcome major opposition from within his own party. To the winner goes the spoils and Brexit negotiations, which commence in a week and a half at every level. This is a very big election. Bridget Burke reports.
The leaders of government and opposition parties making their final pitch to voters on the eve of an election that will define Britain's approach to leaving the EU. Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn spent his final day of campaigning in Scotland, cheered by crowds chanting "Jez we can." Then it was on to Islington.
And as we now prepare for government, we can already say we've changed that debate. And given people hope. Hope it doesn't have to be like this. Inequality can and will be tackled. Hope that austerity can be ended, that we can stand up to the elites and to the cynics. Hope that we can give our health service, our schools, our police, our social care the money they need and deserve, and need it now.
British Prime Minister Theresa May unexpectedly called the election 7 weeks ago in a bid to boost her parliamentary majority of 17 seats ahead of Brexit negotiations and to win more time to deal with the impact of the divorce from the European Union. She spent the day in Norwich before attending a final rally in Birmingham, telling supporters that Brexit was the basis of everything.
So yes, we need to get the Brexit deal right. Bring back that control of our money, our laws and our borders. We need to build that deep and special partnership with the EU, a comprehensive free trade agreement with the European Union. But we also need to build new trade deals, create new trade deals for our goods and services around the world with new friends and old allies alike.
May didn't hold back, saying ordinary working people would pay the price of a vote for Labour.
And there is a stark reality, which is that if we lose just 6 seats, then the government loses its majority. And that means Jeremy Corbyn in number 10 and John McDonnell at the Treasury. And we all know what that combination would mean: a wrecked economy, higher taxes, higher borrowing, and who would pay the price? The ordinary working people would be paying the price.
The election campaign has seen a series of unexpected twists, including the Manchester suicide bombing at the Ariana Grande concert, which killed 23 adults and children and injured 119 others, and last weekend's London Bridge knife attacks, which left 8 dead and dozens injured. The worst terror attacks since 2005 have also coincided with the shrinking of Theresa May's commanding lead over the opposition Labour Party. Here's what voters had to say on the streets of London today.
I was overhearing conversations on the tube, and it's polarised. You know, if you hear kind of middle class blonde lady on the tube, sort of 50 years old, Conservatives slagging off Corbyn, and then all of my peer group, all of my Facebook, all of my social media, Corbyn's going to win by a landslide. You know, so it's very, very close, isn't it? Yeah, it's tough.
And how?
I think he has a faint chance, but I still predict Theresa May has probably get a majority of 50 or so. But who knows? I mean, the polls are all over the place. This latest this latest terrorist attack, who knows whether that plays to Corbyn's advantage or Theresa May's.
Just weeks ago, polls had Theresa May 20 points ahead of Corbyn. But today, polls have her anywhere between 12 points to just 1 point in front.
I think Theresa May's got a bit of a shock. I think she assumed that if she played on personalities that compared to Corbyn she would be a shoo-in, and I think actually Corbyn has run a surprisingly competent campaign.
I don't know, with the two leaders it's a bit of a best of bad bunch, really. I think Theresa May's have a difficult one because obviously I'm only going to talk about Theresa and Corbyn because I think they're the only two that are in the runners. She's had a bit of a difficult job. This is her chance, I suppose, to be elected in, but even so, it's a short notice. I don't know. As for Corbyn, he doesn't really do it for me. That's all. Thank you.
I think Theresa May's campaign's been appalling. Jeremy Corbyn doesn't really stand for what I believe in, so there's kind of no one to vote for.
Just who will lead Britain through the Brexit process should be known by midday tomorrow New Zealand time. For Checkpoint, Bridget Burke.